Bird nerds, follow me. The show's about to begin.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Aviary. I'm Judy and this is Maple. Maple is a green-winged macaw and she's just a baby. She's here for a month and that's one of the services that we offer here. So everybody say hi to Maple. We're here to welcome you to our 4th episode of the Aviary. So welcome to the Aviary. What we're going to talk about today is foraging, how to be able to make and buy different parts that are enriching and that can how to buy certain parts that can be used for foraging, exercises to be able to keep our birds engaged like my earrings right now. We're also going to introduce you to one of our newer residents. His name is Clemmie. And Clemmie is a permanent resident. Permanent residency is a service we offer to parrots owners who don't want to put their bird up for adoption, want to know where their bird is, and want to be able to visit their bird. So welcome to the Aviary. Hope you enjoy this episode. And remember, like it, subscribe, share, watch to the end. Those are all really inexpensive ways to be able to help the parrots in our care. Thanks very much, everybody.
Hello, I'm Gunnar, and this is Clemmie. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what we do when we get a new parrot into our flock. The first thing we want to do is a behavior assessment. So that's getting to know anything that puts the bird or one of our volunteers at risk. So we want to see how the bird reacts when we change their water dishes, their foraging buckets, cleaning any perches. One of the big things, one of the most important things is getting a bird not just to step up properly, hi honey, but also to go back in the cage without issue. We don't want any biting or any bad behavior at that point. You want to step up? So this is Clemmie. Clemmie's one of our new additions, and we are getting to know Clemmie and Clemmie's behavior patterns. So far, Clemmie has been very good in all aspects of the behavior and getting access to the cage. But currently, we're working on getting Clemmie to step off and back into his cage. So when birds get free time outside of their cage, if anything goes wrong or a bird's in danger, then we want to be able to get the bird quickly back in without any problems for ourselves too. So we'll try here. Yeah, we'll do a little step off. Good job. You want a little treat? No? Okay, you want this one? You want a walnut? Oh, you want to come back. So, good step up, and step off. Good job.
Hey Squawk Squad, it's Judy. I'm here to talk about foraging and why it's important for parrots and what we do here in the aviary. So we have here on the table over $600 worth of toy parts. There's nothing more disappointing than eating and then, now what? How many more hours do I have to go? We want all of our birds to be working. Every bird, just like people, has preferences to what feels good for them. So we're looking for if a bird is texture motivated as opposed to, let's say, sound, texture from the beak, texture from the feet. So first thing up are loofahs. The loofahs have holes in them. Anytime there's a hole, we want to make that into a foraging toy. Again, we want to do as many things as we can where there could be a nut hidden in here. There could also be a rock hidden in here, because in the forest, you don't score every time you go out for food. Birds taken from their parents don't automatically forage if they haven't been taught. So we need to teach it, we need to make it appropriate difficulty, and we need to reinforce and increase incrementally, when the bird is ready, the difficulty level. We would have this strung, maybe 2, 3 of these, and just the nut. Every one of them would have a nut. We would then move to 2 of them having a nut, and then 1 of them having a nut. Then we would move to paper, and some of them having a nut or a seed, a piece of nut or a seed, other ones being wrapped with a rock. These are mahogany pods. This is more for texture. Some birds like the snap, some birds like it when it's a little more giving. Sola chips. These are soft, they're springy, but they snap. And for a lot of birds, this is really exciting. Color is another, visual is another sense that we want sometimes to bring. Most of our birds love balsa. We will cut this up into blocks. We might color it with Parrot Safe coloring, a hole in the middle, and then either onto one of the skewers or onto a piece of rope. Another sense is the sense of hearing. We have stainless steel bells. This is also a training prop, so that we are teaching a bird that if you ring the bell, you will get a reaction from us. We will come. You will be able to interact with us. If you scream, no. It's up to us to teach them what's an appropriate communication. And these are coconut husks. We put in a double-sided, one side is a bolt, and the other side is a screw. The screw goes into this side, the bolt is left out, and we attach this to the side of the cage, and this is where nuts go in. We might wrap this with paper as well, that they got to get through the paper to get to what's in here. Another toy that we will make is screwing in a chain through both sides, so that the bigger birds, the macaws, have to lift this up to be able to get to what's inside. These are called bagels, and they're just cardboard. We want all of our birds eventually not to be getting fed just, here's your food, which is terribly boring, especially for a foraging animal. We want them to forage for their food. And what we do is we make little pods. And in this little pod is a piece of food, of pellets. We use these to make these parcels. These particular ones have been used from paper towel rolls. We suggest paper towel rolls and not toilet paper rolls because there's more bacteria. We use these bagels in much the same way. One this way, one this way, if you can see that. Then that's a very, that takes a little while to get to. But you could do this while you're watching TV, and you could make these with some with pieces of nut or seeds, and then others with a rock. This is a major part of what we do, making sure that they're enriched, making sure that they're always challenged. A parrot left alone in a cage is bored, and boredom is stressful. So we want the parrots to be engaged, we want them to be appropriately challenged, and we want them always to have something to do. everybody. Judy back again. So that's a wrap on episode 4. I hope you enjoyed it, maybe got something out of it. Please, if there's anything that you would like to hear, put it down in the comments below. Or if you have any questions, they always generate some great discussion as well. Thank you so much for sticking around for this long. If you could help us out, an easy way to do that is by giving a thumbs up, by commenting, by subscribing, and by sharing if you're on Facebook. Thank you so much, everybody. We really appreciate it. Next episode, episode 5, we're probably going to be talking about training. So speaking of training, we do have a learning center, and you can access that center through our website. There's a link there for it, and we have some free materials. We also have some self-directed learning modules. I think you'd be quite impressed by our instructors and the material that we're providing. And we want to thank you any way that you can help. We're so grateful. It takes a community of animal lovers to be able to put a lifelong safety net under a creature as long-lived as a parrot. Thank you, everybody. Hope to see you again in the aviary.